Hi Libra, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 11th to the 18th, so I hope this finds you well. So before I shuffle your cards, I have just pulled you an additional guidance card, okay? You got the Deep Knowing card. Quite a few different messages when the Deep Knowing card appears. The Deep Knowing card represents what I call the emotional mind. So the emotional mind talks about that part of us that pretty much knows everything, to tell you the truth. Basically, we lose a lot of conscious contact with this deep knowing, especially, through the process of all the crap that's around in our culture. But deep knowing talks about the knowing of the rightness of something. Now this might appear around a relationship, okay? Knowing that there's someone and there's work for you to do with this person. Or it can just be to do with anything, but it's definitely about instincts. It's about doing things sometimes because you know about the rightness of something. It can be anything, Libra. I mean, it can be about leaving a job because you know that it's draining your soul. It very often talks about a relationship though. So, and there's two moons here, but there's also an owl that connects the two moons, which can mean, that's why it's quite a big relationship card. And the two moons, which is two people's very deep emotions, are connected with this sense of knowing. Okay, so I would like 6 cards for the sign of Libra. I would really like clear cards. Last week's reading was so complex. I sort of know why, but it really was complex. Please give me straightforward reading cards for Libra, please. Okay, so 9 of Wands behind you. Yeah, gosh. This is either going to be you or someone else. And Leo got exactly the same card here, by the way. Okay, now don't worry, the 3 of Swords is showing up as the gift, which means you're healing any past pain. Bear with me, Libra, okay? The Ace of Swords is a challenge. Now how the people are showing up for you is the 4 of Cups. Oh, that's interesting. There's a lot of water here. Okay, now please bear with me, Libra, before I clarify these cards. So much water. Not a lot of action on someone's part is what I'm picking up. Okay, now I am not in control of these cards. Well, shout at me if you want, guys. I really don't care. But there's 3 water cards that are talking about someone is not moving, or maybe not coming forward and expressing themselves. But I've just asked where this is all going because I'm trying to save and you got the 6 of Cups. That's very interesting. Because the 6 of Cups isn't far off the Deep Knowing card. Because if you look at it, this is about 2 moons and an owl that connects you. This is about 2 people, and it represents children. But really what that is that part of us, that heart, that part of us knows how to love, that knows how to share, in a way that's about joy and about innocence. Okay, so bear with me. This is where it's all going. So for some of you who are maybe separate from someone you love, it seems to be going to some sort of reunion. But this week, Libra, looks like there's a lot of emotions. 4 of Cups is how people are showing up for you. It's my first card. This is my least favourite card, I have to tell you. Because there's some Libras have got people in their lives, yeah? And all they can do is look at this cup. But they ain't moving an inch. It's a card of inertia. So what inertia is that lack of movement. really what needs to happen here is we need some fire. But the fire is not coming through this week, okay? So someone is not moving, and that's really what the Nine of Wands means. This is my last man standing card. It's a card of someone being quite guarded, trying to protect what they have behind them. So what's behind them could be property, whatever. It's a very guarded energy. It might be you, Libra, been asked to put boundaries down. In fact, it's probably the both of them. So if you're in a relationship dynamic here and someone's not moving, you're being asked to put boundaries down. That's how our self-esteem increases. And as we increase our self-esteem, we no longer, when we increase our self-esteem, by putting boundaries down, our sense of personal worth increases, and really fundamentally that's what heals the wounds of our past, because we know our personal value and we decide we're not going to settle for anything but a full expression of that value. So it's a really strange dynamic how relationships work. If one person acts in one way, it becomes a catalyst for someone else's growth. Yeah, that's what a relationship is. Unless two people are just crystallized and lost in the Maya. But I'm assuming people watching are not that type of person, which means this boundary setting is healing the Three of Swords, which is any pain around your self-value that has diminished your sense of self-esteem, and which has left you maybe in a state of putting up with stuff you should not have put up with. Now, Libra, the really strange thing is that is how our soul evolves itself. So someone else's issue becomes our healing if we pay attention and if we do not undervalue ourselves. And that's why the Three of Swords is the gift. There's a healing of past pain here. The challenge is the Ace of Swords, and I know why, because there's so much emotional fog here, and the Ace of Swords is clarity about the way forward. That's a challenge, and it's literally because of the amount of confusion here. Okay, as I said, someone's acting, Libra, this person loves you. Look, they cannot take their eyes off this cup. They see what they've got, but they ain't moving an inch because they haven't, these cups are still standing. Yeah, so they're not moving. I will clarify for you, Libra. And the central issue is the Seven of Cups. Foggy, vague, weighing up options, unsure about the way to act. And then the advice is the Five of Cups, which is an interesting advice, because as an advice, it's about moving on, okay? So when I mean moving on, there's these cups behind you, which means there's a new pathway wanting to emerge for you. But sometimes we can't see it because sometimes of this feeling of insufficiency and lack, we hold on to things when really what we need to do is become like the Queen of Wands, okay? We need to stand up tall and we need to get our life moving in the direction that we want to, that our soul wants to. And then these two cups reappear in front of us, which is exactly where this is all going. I need to clarify what is going on for you, Libra. You know what? I know for a fact there's a few of yous out here, and this is their reading, by the way, because I know yous, okay? You know who you are, guys, okay? I don't want to see you spending the whole week in this emotional fog, which you will do, unless you work at that Three of Swords. So I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords, please. How does Libra begin to work at healing this heart and moving towards the Six of Cups? Six of Cups is my soulmate card as well. So tell me how they... Oh gosh. You couldn't make this reading up. This is the Ace of Cups. This is about a very blessed love, yeah? This is almost identical to last week's reading. So this is the Eye of the Divine shining through your heart. When we attract relationships like this into our lives, okay? Now I feel I'm doing personal readings for a few of you. It brings and purges from our past all the residue, all the unhealed, undealt with pain that we're still carrying. This is exactly what this reading's about. It's going towards the Six of Cups. Tell me more about where this is going, honestly. Oh, the King of Pentacles is here, which can be an earth sign person, but I'm not reading it that way. It's about being very grounded in the body. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. It's going to reunion, look. Six of Cups for the Judgment card is about rebirth. It's about second chances. It's about wiping the karmic slate clean. It looks to me, Libra, I don't know if it's maybe because Valentine's Day might be adding salt to a wound. Okay, you're Libra. I don't know if Valentino was a Libra. I don't know. But don't put too much energy into one day. Every day is about love. You're going to a reunion here. Both cards are about, the Judgment card is about something coming back from the dead. Okay, so it follows after, eventually you go through the death and then you have the rebirth. The Six of Cups is about reunion. But this week looks like, I think it might be, I think some of you are obviously dealing with a situation that involves someone else, okay? I'm sorry if it's not for you guys. If it's not for you, just send your blessings out. That's how you get the life that you want, yeah? Love comes to love. Some of you are obviously dealing with a three-way situation and you're feeling it hard probably because it's Valentine's Day. You're feeling the lack of not having this person. And I was really hoping for a straightforward reading for you, Libra. This is going towards a reunion and a rebirth. Now, I want you to be mindful if you've got this going on. Be self-caring. That's what the King of Pentacles is saying. Nurture yourself. So don't go, if this is the case and you're not with the person that you want to be, don't sit in the middle of, just be careful about where you go. Put your energy into self-care, nurturing your heart and being solid, because whatever's going on this week, someone might not be in contact, by the way. Your expectations aren't going to be met, but you're heading towards a new beginning. And it looks like a reunion. It's very, very interesting because I read for quite a lot of Libras. And this is so your reading, guys, okay? And I'm not going to say any more apart from where it's going, how you manage it. And you manage it with an awful lot of self-care, an awful lot of self-love, and just don't put yourself in a situation of stimulating a trauma, yeah? If you're not with the person that you want to be in Valentine's Day. For a lot of yous, you're not. You can reduce the suffering hugely if you manage your own heart. Being the Ace of Cups, my favourite tarot card in the whole deck, and the reason why I use this deck, and I switch decks all the time, And I cannot do without that Ace of Cups. I don't know why. Self-care, self-nurture. Know that you're moving forward to something else. And allow your emotions to wash through you. So be the Queen of Swords and take a step back and see the bigger picture. And don't hate on me, guys. I see exactly what's going on here. Crystal clear. And I love you all. Okay, Libra, take care. Bye.